It's going live. Then here, record computer here. Here we okay, and share screen. Record. Okay. Here we green. Okay, we're there. Oh, hello.
Yep.
Okay, there we are. All right. I clicked the button. I thought I clicked off a Zoom. There we
There
go.
you go.
All right. So today, that's slide one. Today is week 3 or 4, but first one was a summary. And today we're talking about investing in personal relationships. So this, again, we're just going to give you some ideas to think about in like 15 minutes. But remember, before we go, we always say this every week is to schedule time with Debbie or myself, and we could go over these more in details, because investing in personal relationships could be anything that connects you with people or keeps you in communication with people. So that's unlimited ways, but we're going to give you some ideas and tips. So we're going to jump right into it. And Deb, I'll let you take the next slide, or should we start with that? There we go. There you go. You start.
Yep. So investing in personal relationships is anyone that you talk to. Just like Tony said, this is the way that you're going to build your business, is word of mouth and talking to people. The people that come out of school and don't want to talk to anyone, and think that this is not a hands-on business, they're not going to make it, because it is a hands-on business. It is a person-to-person business. Even though there's shortcuts and things that we can do with technology these days, our job as a real estate agent is to be speaking to people and helping them through the transaction. That creates a good real estate agent. That's you investing time into your business and building the relationships with people so that you can get referrals from them, whether it's a buyer referral, a listing referral. Relationships also include any professionals that if you're going to the doctor's office, if you're going to the dentist office, talk to them, be social. That's how you get the word out that you are a real estate agent.
And I would say this is the perfect time, and I did video on it yesterday, is that now is the time, because this is the perfect, this is my opinion, over 30 years experience. This is the perfect time because our product is in the news every day. The housing market. So good or bad, you ever hear the term, good publicity or bad publicity? If there's publicity, it's good, it's advertising.
Yeah.
So the way the market is going, good or bad, is always a good time. If the market's just flat, no one's talking about real estate, it's still good, but it's not on top of their mind. But now it's on top of the mind. We're letting the news and the market advertise our jobs. So it's the perfect time to connect with people, because it's a topic that's in the news all the time. And that's what people want to talk about. So building those relationships. So, all right, we'll go to the next slide here. Go ahead, Deb.
So once you do build relationships, how are you supposed to keep yourself organized? Well, it's real simple. Use a CRM, use your contact customer database. Even if you just use Google Sheets, because that's the way that you are, that's fine. You can do that too. But our CRM that we're doing now with Homestar and Century 21 Moxie is really, really a great tool, and it connects to your Google. So you only have to put things into one place. You can keep Copus notes in there so that when you're talking to people, you can call them by name. You can say, oh, how's your dog doing? He had his surgery the other day or something like that. They're going to be so surprised that you remember personal things about them, that they're going to be like, oh, wow, I must be really special. Even if you can't remember that, but you're reading it off your notes, they don't know that. Okay.
Right. Exactly. You should, you have to have a CRM. You just have to. You have to have something that you write notes in to remind you of when to call them next, all their information in there, and more notes, more notes, more notes. I used this example like a year or so ago. Like in my yard, I have an invisible fence for my dog, and every time we have to call them because something, maybe a battery went dead on the collar or something like that. They always, my dog's name, Great Dane named Harley. They ask, "How's Harley doing?" I know the people on the phone don't remember who we are because they have lots of clients and lots of customers, and a couple different people probably answer the phone. I don't even know who answers the phone, but whoever it is, they obviously have notes that they're, and I'm in sales, we're in sales. So I know that they have notes, but there might be a lot of people that don't even know. They're like, wow, they know me. So
Yeah.
it's okay to write notes, what their kids' names are, when their birthdays are, what they like to do. So your job as a agent making connections is spending time every day connecting with people and writing notes and and making sure you know what to talk about and getting to know people. And you don't have to memorize everything. I think that that's a big thing. And anytime, like myself, not to go into a little detail of what I do, we have so many agents. I know a lot about some of our agents, but I write some notes down just to remind myself. So next time I see them or talk to them, I remember, so the conversation we had the last time, mentioned their family or something like that. So you're allowed to do that. So if you know you're going to go into, say you have a group of friends, you have something you volunteer at, make notes of these people. So when you go back into that situation and see them again, you know what to say. It's a sales game. So hopefully that makes some sense. Anything else to add, Deb?
There's more than just Moxie. So if you don't work with Homestar, there's other products out there that you can use that are really good. CTE is also a really good CRM that you can Google if you want to do that. But go on to the next slide.
Sure.
So then we're talking a couple other things that you can do to, of course, always the pop by that we talk about every single week, because that's important. And we're getting into the holiday season, so you're going to be seeing people more and more. Write a heartfelt note. Maybe you ran into somebody at the grocery store, write them a note, say, hey, it was great to see you. Here's a little calendar so that you can put it on your refrigerator for next year. And just that's all you have to do. You don't have to say, send me a referral. You're giving them a calendar, or you're giving them the sports magnet and stuff. And if all of you all don't know already, I'm a great advocate of Express Stocks, because they have so much cool stuff, you guys
And they're
can
right on
give to
21
people.
online.
Oh gosh, yes.
Yeah.
There's so much. That recipe thing that they have, it's you're never gonna use them all. You will never
Right.
send them all out. They just have so many different things. And it just goes back to making sure you're budgeting, and we're going to be talking about that coming soon, enough money for your marketing expenses. So even if you can only do a little bit at a time, a little bit goes a long way. Okay.
And so many agents I ask at the end of the year, or anytime when talking to agents and coaching agents, I said, especially when they have transactions, how much money did you spend on marketing this year? And so many of them say, I don't know. Well, can you pull it up to see how much money have you set aside for marketing? Well, I don't know. So just to give you a quick tip without going, and it could go on for hours about this topic, is that when you have a sale in real estate, your commission could be 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, 7,000. Think of it as like 10% less. If you get a $5,000 commission check, put $500 of that in an advertisement account to help you with magnets, door hangers, pop buys, personal notes, mailing. Every business saves some of their money for marketing. Most agents don't. And you could only have one sale a year and still have money for marketing. So you should have a marketing budget. not just your time, of something that you're going to save and run yourself like a business. Most agents don't. That's why most agents do this part-time. Most agents just sell a few houses a year. Most agents just, and a lot of those agents are completely happy. But if you want to go to the next step and do this full-time and make a lot of money and do well, you've got to think like yourself, like a business, and market yourself. So should we go to the next slide, Deb?
Yep.
All right. All right, go
So
over the
here,
classes.
yeah, we're getting towards the end of the year, so I'm not sure if Mike Ferrante has anything coming up in December. His class is already done for this month. And we do have a couple things that I'm throwing out there for our Homestar agents. Still the Moxie Works classes. I really am enjoying this product, and the more that I get to know it, I like it a lot better. The virtual pricing confidence class, this is something that I tell all of you brand new agents that if you can get into these classes, they're very rare on 21 Online. It's a 3-session series, but as you can see, they're not that long. And if you have a day job and you can take your lunch hour and take them, it's good. The next sessions are going to be at the end of the month and into the beginning of the first week of December. But it's really going to help you. So many people, and I'm here always, you know that. I'm always here to help you with this and when you're building your CMAs and stuff. But if you take this virtual pricing confidence class, you're going to have more confidence and not want to be like, oh my God, I got to have Debbie double check this, because you need to build confidence in yourself. So I'm all about knowledge being power, and here's a couple good classes for you.
Exactly. That's good. And last, daylight savings time. It's done. It's over. Well, not till next spring, right?
Yeah, I think we're doing this year, and then we're not.
Right. So it's a perfect time to remind people about it and something to talk about. So this is the year we fall back, and then in spring, we spring forward for the last time. Well, until they change it again, maybe 100 years from now or something.
Yeah, right.
But again, it's some agents. I mean, I get the funny thing is I get so many emails from agents because agents have my email and they just download their whole database of everybody and they email them their marketing pieces. So every month I get dozens and dozens of different marketing pieces from agents from all over, not just our agents. I get our agents, I get agents from all different companies because they download everybody because everybody's a potential customer. And these remind people, because these are agents that I don't talk to often. There's agents that at companies that for decades they've been emailing me certain emails, and I never unsubscribe them because I just want to glance at them. So a lot of agents are doing it, and it works. Again, you're not going to, with emails, you're not going to get instant responses all the time, but it's just a cheap and easy way to keep staying top of mind with people. And if you have hundreds of people in your database and you send them, yes, some people will unsubscribe, but it doesn't matter if there's just a few, there's someone getting it. And again, it's free or cheap, and well, especially with our system, and just need the time to do it. So, well, that's really it for today. Remember, I mean, if you want more in detail, call Debbie or myself. We'll set some time aside, go over things more in detail. And because this is a topic that could keep on going and going and going forever, we could go on for hours about specific examples, but I always say it's custom to you. Well, let me just put this, the last thing I'll say is that personal connections and relationships with people is all personal to you. The people, how you like to communicate or be in front of or join or who's connected is all personal. So we have to customize that. So I enjoy brainstorming on ideas with people of what they'd like to do, what they're involved in, that they could get involved in, because then you'll keep doing it. If I tell any agent, well, I'm going to have you join a group and volunteer once a week to meet people in something that you're not interested in, don't want to do, you're not going to keep up with it. And if you're doing things already to communicate. The only agents that have an issue with this or a problem is ones that just don't want to meet new people.
Right.
Want to talk to people. This is a contact sport. You gotta
It
you gotta
sure is.
connect with people. So, all right. Well, that's it for today. Thanks for joining us on a Friday. That should have been Thursday, but we got very busy yesterday, both Debbie and myself. So we will see you next week.
Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye. Thanks.